Hey guys, this is Comic and today I'm doing a review for Runaways, the original novel, and this is a YA novel. I have not reviewed any novels on my channel, but I'm a huge Runaways fan and I wanted to discuss this book. So honestly, this did not take me long to read. It took me maybe 2 sittings to finish it. The first sitting I read about like 200 pages, and then I read the rest of the book in my second sitting. So it's a very quick read. It's easy language because it is a young adult novel. So if you're worried that's going to take you too long, it's not that hard of a read, and your teens probably could read it and they'd be fine. There's maybe some innuendos to adult content, but it is a young adult novel for the most part. Now, one thing I did like, if you really only picking this up because of the Hulu show, they even promote the Hulu show on the side. They do have the first issue of the current Runaways comic in the back, so that was nice, and I liked how they placed it. It's pretty nice quality in the back there. Sometimes you never know with the novels if it's going to be nice, because obviously they have to shrink it a bit, and they do a nice job, though, adding the comic. And also really love this cover here. Obviously, a cover is important for a novel to grab people's attention, so really enjoy the colors here. Even the back, I like the arrows are kind of familiar to the Hulu intro, so really nice cover and just quality of the book, which is important. Now, going into the story, I believe this takes place between Volume 1 and Volume 2 of the Runaways, so, you know, obviously not the stuff going on right now, and we get to see our team reacting to their parents' death and what's been going on after that. And without spoiling anything, this very much goes into some of the history of the Pride, that there's other sectors of the Pride, which was interesting, and we look into the San Francisco sector of the Pride, and we learn about new characters, too, being Zeke, who is the son of one of the parents of that San Francisco sector, and another runaway girl, another girl that they save and kind of is this damsel in distress that Carolina ends up having a relationship with in the book. Now, overall, I think the book did a really good job at actually making this a team book. You really get to see storylines from Nico, Molly, Gert, Chase, and Carolina. They all have the same amount of page time, I would say, which is nice for a team book, like I said. So I enjoyed that. Character-wise, I think most of the characters were good. I enjoyed Nico trying to figure out her voice as a leader, which has obviously always been a struggle for her, and you know, obviously with everything that happened with Alex being so raw still, you get to see some of those emotions. Molly definitely just showing that she's the younger part of the team. She curses a lot, and the kids trying to figure out what's Molly's place. You know, she's super strong, she's a mutant, but does she have to go to school? Should we teach her not to curse? So that's kind of Molly's place in this. Chase and Gert having their romantic problems in this book, and we find out exactly why they've been having problems a little bit towards the end. But that was really nice. I think that was definitely the strongest use of relationships in this book, is showcasing their relationship. And then Carolina is my favorite character. I liked Carolina when she wasn't interacting with Elise, which is weird, because I feel like some of it was out of character, especially for the time period they were trying to go for. Actually, before Volume 2, she wasn't out to the Runaways. She was hardly really out to herself, so it's kind of weird some of the language they use here, where it seems like Carolina is very comfortable with her sexuality, and I feel like that wasn't really where the character was at in this time period of the Runaways, so I thought that was a little weird. And there was even weird wording where she's talking to Elise, where she says, yeah, I think my parents would have been okay if, you know, knowing that I was gay, and also, like, she had a crush on a guy when she was in 5th grade. So all that wording, I felt like, was a little off for Carolina's character, and anytime she really interacted with Elise, I feel like some of the storylines that go with Elise, that's why they did this relationship, but it didn't really quite work with some of the continuity. Especially because some of the characters also knew that Carolina had feelings for girls in this book, which also didn't play a part until Volume 2 of Runaways, because Xavier hasn't been introduced yet, and that's when Carolina, you know, told everybody on her team. So again, continuity-wise, some of it just kind of fits to tell the story. And this should probably follow the Marvel continuity because it is a Marvel book. So that was one little nitpick I had. There are some things in the book that I feel like are a bit predictable, but I did enjoy the issue. Again, I think the novel, I keep saying issue because technically it's for a comic. I like that you're getting a different medium for the Runaways, seeing them in another light without pictures. You know, we've been seeing them through visuals, either from the TV show or from comics. It's kind of cool to see them in this medium and how these characters are explored that way, and how their inner monologue, how their inner thoughts are explored through a novel, which is obviously a different way to tell a story. So I like that aspect of how to explore those characters. So overall, I would give Runaways an original novel. It's kind of weird that it's just called an original novel. I'd give it 3.5 stars. I definitely think if you're a Runaways fan, pick this up. There's a lot of cool stuff, especially if you want to learn more about the Pride and the kids' relationships with their parents. You get a little bit more information here about it. And it's just a fun read. It's a quick read. It's $10, so I do recommend it. There's some hiccups here and there, but still doesn't take away from the read of the book. So hopefully you guys enjoyed. This is Comic You Know. Don't forget to follow me on Twitter. Don't forget to like my Facebook page. Also, description below, there are links for my comic book, Like Father, Like Daughter. And don't forget to like the Facebook page of Like Father, Like Daughter. And I'll see you guys later.